What's up, peoples, guys and gals, and other magical creatures, whatever gender you want to pretend to be. So today I'm going to be yabber blabbing about the Ram ProMaster. I have a 2018 Ram ProMaster 3500 159 wheelbase extended. So that's the longest and tallest, biggest one that they make, that they made for 2018. I think recently for 2024 they have like a high roof. But anyways, so I use this vehicle for expedited freight in a van. So basically I can take up to 3 skids. I have a little over 12 feet for cargo in the back. I basically live out of the van when I'm out on the road working. Basically I get between 1 to 2 skids. The odd time I'll get 3 skids. I try not to take 3 skids because I lose my bed, or I'd have to lay across my bench seat. I have the bench seat in it. But anyways, so I have the 3.6 liter gas engine. The most major things I've done to this van, and oh, by the way, I have close to 410,000 miles on this van. That's right, 410,000 miles. Original engine, original transmission, original ball joints, original drive CV axles. Everything's basically original except for the brakes and the front struts. I replaced the front struts. But so what have I done to this maintenance wise? I've upgraded to the aluminum oil cooler by Dorman, which is a must at any 3.6 Pentastar. It'll stop them from leaking. The biggest thing was the OEM one was plastic, and the plastic would kind of separate, and then you get an oil leak on top of your transmission. So I changed that. Did the aluminum upgrade. I've obviously put alternators in this because I do charge deep cycle batteries while driving with a DC to DC charger. I have upgraded to that system last year, I think it was, a year and a half, something like that. Before that I was just literally charging deep cycle And I looked at it as, okay, so there's a ton of minivans out, say pop a motor at 100,000 miles, okay? I can go to a junkyard, maybe pull an engine out of a minivan that was maybe T-boned or something like that, right? Pull the engine out of it and change the intake plenum to the ProMaster and the dipstick tube, and it's plug and play. Engines are readily available. Any 3.6 liter Pentastar will fit in this van with just a little bit of modifications. Same thing with the transmissions. It's a 62 TE Thomas Edward transmission. The only difference with the ProMasters is it has a different final rear gear. Well, big deal. You buy a minivan transmission and you change the final gear in it, and rinse and repeat. Those are dime a dozen too.